Salam sejahtera yang dihormati para pensyarah, warga pendidik serta para siswa AI dari Universiti Awam yang telah berjaya mendaftarkan diri ke sesi NotebookLM Elevating Learning Journey with NotebookLM Enterprise. Terlebih dahulu, saya ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih atas komitmen Tuan Puan untuk bersama-sama kita pada sesi hari ini. So, kehadiran Tuan Puan semua menunjukkan keterbukaan dan kesediaan kita untuk bergerak seiring dengan arus transformasi pendidikan yang semakin dipacu oleh teknologi AI. Okey, so sebelum kita memulakan sesi webinar pada hari ini, izinkan saya berkongsi sedikit mengenai inisiatif penting ini. So, namun begitu, mohon Tuan Puan menggunakan akaun rasmi universiti masing-masing untuk memudahkan proses pengaktifan dan demonstrasi yang akan dijalankan sebentar lagi. Okey, so program adoption Gemini dan NotebookLM Enterprise ini merupakan salah satu inisiatif strategi kerajaan dalam memperkasakan penggunaan AI dalam kalangan warga pendidik dan mahasiswa Universiti Awam. Program ini mendapat sokongan penuh daripada Kementerian Pendidikan Tinggi Malaysia dengan kerjasama erat antara Mapita, Google Malaysia dan Awan Tech yang telah dilancarkan baru-baru ini. So, sepanjang sesi ini berlangsung, jika terdapat sebarang soalan, Tuan Puan boleh nyatakan di bahagian Q&A dan nyatakan di bahagian Q&A session seperti tertera yang di skrin. Okay. So, sepanjang sesi ini berlangsung, Tuan Puan dikehendaki untuk complete 4 aktiviti. So, aktiviti yang boleh di screenshot akan ditunjukkan oleh penceramah kita pada hari ini. So, 4 screenshot tu combine in one file and then file tu akan diuploadkan semasa mengisi feedback form. So, yang valid attachment kita akan bagi e-set berserta dengan slide presentation. Cuma e-set tu kita akan ambil masa sikit sebab kita nak verify one by one lah the attachment. Okay, so penceramah kita pada hari ini Mr. Alvin, Workspace Solutions Engineer dari Awan Tech. So tanpa membuang masa, saya menjemput Mr. Alvin untuk meneruskan sesi kita pada hari ini.
Yeah, thank you, Shira. Hey, salam sejahtera. Selamat petang and very good afternoon to everyone. Okay. Today I will teach how to use NotebookLM for the students. Okay. The first explanation on what is NotebookLM Enterprise. It's actually a AI tools that allow you to use your own data to do your research or to do your analysis. So this is in layman terms lah. Okay. And then how it works. Okay, NotebookLM, there are a few versions in the markets. So today I'm covering for enterprise. This is for the student. That means the MOHE actually allocated this enterprise for the student. And then there are another version of NotebookLM. It's called NotebookLM Pro, or some people call it NotebookLM Plus. The other is actually another version that is part of the Google Workspace for Education. And that is actually for the lecturer and also for usage. Okay. So the first thing in NotebookLM, when you use NotebookLM Enterprise, the very first step that you do is you need to give data to NotebookLM. Okay, how to give data? So what are the data that is supported in NotebookLM? So these are the sources of data that is support website, Google Slides file, Google Docs file, PDF file, text file, YouTube URL, audio file, which is the MP3 file, and these are three Microsoft documents, the Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. So these are the supported sources in NotebookLM Enterprise. And then this shows a few key benefits of using NotebookLM Enterprise. First, you can like safely use it because keeps your data private and secure. Okay, and the information are more trusted and less hallucination because it's using the grounded information, which is the local information. And then from the given information or the uploaded sources, so you can get a very quick insight uh, of the data that you upload. Like immediately it gives you the summary, and then it a few pre-built function in the studio to help you generate audio overview, video overview, mind map, and a few document like briefing documents, study guide, FAQ, and timeline. Okay, and NotebookLM is support multilingual and multimodal. Okay, it support many languages, including Bahasa Melayu. Okay, and following slide actually will tell you some key differences between the paid NotebookLM and the free one. Okay, so the free one, it only support the limit of 50 sources, and the paid one is up to 300 sources per book. Okay, this a simple table to show you some of the key comparison. Okay, this is what you are given enterprise that 300 sources, and it support native Office format. Your data privacy are secure, no model training, and you can collaborate. The collaboration org management, actually you can share the notebook that you create with your other uni mates or even to another university students. Okay, these are some of the challenges you might be facing if you are using the free version, because whenever we do deep research, easily we will be uploaded maybe using like more than 100 of references in our sources. So definitely the free one will not be enough. Okay, and then because it supports the raw Microsoft Office documents, so it doesn't need to spend the extra time, effort to convert or additional tools to convert the Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, or Excel into PDF. For the free version, you're required to do so, but for this paid one, you can just easily upload them as your sources. Okay, here is important that especially for those PhD students or master degree students. So in your project, you might be working on this the patented design or something like a solution or a products or something that you are creating in your projects. So those will need to be protected. That's why it call here protecting the student intellectual property. So this is important. That's why it's also important why you use the paid version that to ensure all these are being protected. So again, it will not use to train the model. And another good features is that let's say coming soon, we will be having Google data center in Malaysia. Then actually you can choose that your data to be resided in Malaysia. Okay, and then for enterprise notebook, it belongs to the organization, so the admin are able to manage. So this will like reduce the risk of data loss when the people are leaving the university. Okay, so this has been explained. The free one versus the paid one is 6 times more capacity, 50 versus 300. Zero conversion friction, that means you can upload any document format freely as a source, and then 100% data privacy. Okay, further details about data privacy. Okay, customer own the data so long that you never share your data to anybody, even Google cannot access or do not have the access. Okay, and then Google also secure your data against insider access. That means, so if it's in your, like example, in your My Drive, your personal My Drive, then only you have access and nobody else. Okay, Google will not sell your data to third parties. Google will not use it to train the AI model, and Google will not use your data to do advertisement. Okay, and then Google also will not use your data to train other model for other clients. So Google will not do all this lah. Okay, how NotebookLM works? So it start with you need to upload your sources. Okay, these are the supported sources, and then after you uploaded the sources, so the next time you can actually put in your chat prompt on what that you want to achieve by giving the instruction to NotebookLM. Okay, and you can use the pre-built function, to generate the audio overview, briefing document, paper outline, and etc. Okay, key users, okay, get up to speed. Then, okay, because this is the nature of how NotebookLM works. The moment you upload your sources, automatically the summary is generated, and then once that is done, then you can actually just with a click, then you can generate the audio overview. Just with a click, then you can generate the video overview. Just with a click, then you can generate a mind mapping. It is so fast. Okay, and then on top of that, you can even like upload 2 documents, then you can ask Gemini to do the comparison for you, to do the analysis for you. Then is how, depending on how you construct your chat prompt, to do to explore the connection between the sources. Okay, and create outline for whatever type of document. Okay, whether it's a blank page or a writer box. Okay, and then you can also freely share your notebooks within the organization or even to the other university student that also same like you are given by MOHE the NotebookLM Enterprise license. So those are the group of users that you can share with. So these are some of the example of use cases that you can use this NotebookLM. A few example like collaborate research in school, treat it as a personal knowledge management, as the writing assistant, and so on. So this is how you can make use of NotebookLM Enterprise. Okay, getting the most out of NotebookLM. So the AI tools is good, but you still need to review to ensure that the sources that you upload, the document that you upload is those are the quality ones, so that you will get a good answer or good response. Okay, be specific. Ask a targeted question in the prompt so that you will get the right answer. Okay, and explore the generated content. I mean, this again, the pre-built function like study guide, timeline, mind map. Just with one click, then you can generate those documents. Okay, text citation. Okay, each answer from the prompt, it always comes with like each paragraph So there are references that will tell you, okay, where it gets the data from, So those are the references that that is best practice. You always check to ensure that it's actually correct so that you can use the data. Okay, and then there's also this save to note function. Okay, this function is within NotebookLM, the notebook itself. So whenever you get the data that you want from the prompt, you can click and save it into the notes. So this will give you the convenience that is like every time you open your book, then you have got all your notes there. So you don't need to like referring to different documents to get your full notes. Okay. Iterate, rephrase question. If you don't get answer, you need the first time round, because Gen AI are conversational based. If let's say your first prompt it doesn't get your answer like so accurate, so you can always follow with the second and third prompts. Yeah, this is what it means here. And a little bit history about Google as an industry pioneer in AI. Okay, Google indeed is the pioneer in AI. Okay, let's talk about Gen AI itself. Okay, actually back in year 2017, Google invented a transformer where it kickstarting the LLM, which is the large language model revolution. Large language model is the brain of the Gen AI tools. Okay, and then 2 years later, in the year 2019, Google make the transformer an open source. And then over the years, it evolved and it created full AI tools like Gemini app, NotebookLM, and Google also created the language model for education, and Google named it as Learn LM. Okay, so the other Gen AI tools in the market, whether it's like example ChatGPT. Actually, ChatGPT, the T stand for transformer. So somehow or other, one of their backend component is also using the Google transformer LLM. So that's how pioneer is Google in the AI industry. Okay, and then besides that, besides Google have got their own AI model. Google also own the infra, the software and the devices. Actually, basically the whole ecosystem. Google own the AI, and then Google has its own technology. As compared to the other AI tools in the market, somehow or other, there are some component is relying on third-party providers. Only Google have fully owned by Google. Okay, let's start by accessing NotebookLM. So first, you make sure that you are using your given Google account by your university. Okay, to access the landing page. Okay, is called siswa.ai. Let me paste it in the chat. Okay, so this is you type siswa.ai, so you will get this landing page. Okay, you should be able to get this page. If you can't get this page, then you have to check, make sure your login is using your respective university given accounts. So this is how you access to the landing page. Okay, and then from the landing page, you will get all the step-by-step guide, the frequently asked question, okay, and the coming up webinar information in the landing page. Okay, and then to access to NotebookLM Enterprise, you can click on this create your NotebookLM today. Then it will bring you to this NotebookLM Enterprise page. Okay, or another way is you can access with the link. I paste it in the chats. Okay, call notebooklm.syswa.ai. So with this link, it will bring you directly into the NotebookLM Enterprise. Okay, so you just need to make sure that you are using your Google Workspace account that given by your university. Then you should be able to access to this NotebookLM Enterprise. Okay, if you have difficulty having access to this NotebookLM Enterprise, then you can check with your respective university admin. Okay, so this is the how you access to the notebook. Okay, then following, I'm going to like do a demo on to teach you how to use NotebookLM. So you can always refer to this sites for the prompt that I might be using. I paste this link in the chat so that it's easier for you to access. Okay, so with this link, it will bring you to this demo scenario. It will bring you to this demo scenario, and then you should. This is the for the lecturer. You should scroll it down to this call NotebookLM Enterprise. So there are some sample prompts here. Okay, that you may for your reference. Okay, this only for your reference, but the for today practice, it's best that you have your own data source and then you use your own prompt. Okay. Okay, this one will be later. Okay. Go back to here. I saw some question in the chat. Let me go through first. Unable to access, cannot access. I'm using a free university account, unable to access. I can't access using your old Syswa mail. Please wait, we can't load the notebook. We have used our official email. Can you send the link back? Unable to access. Okay, I pin it. It's called notebook.syswa.ai. So I saw so many messages here. Okay, so I have pinned the URL called notebooklm.syswa.ai. Okay, you have to make sure you're using the university login, and if you are a student, and if you are given the access to NotebookLM Enterprise, definitely you are able to access to the web page. And then if so happen if they are teachers or admin here, okay, so you are not given the NotebookLM Enterprise access. Okay, so you are given the Google AI Pro. Okay, how can you access to the NotebookLM Pro or Plus version? Then you have to use the URL called notebooklm.google.com. So that will bring you to the NotebookLM Pro or Plus version. But today I only show like the student on how to access to NotebookLM Enterprise. So if after you type still cannot, then probably you might not have the license or whatever, but you need to confirm back with your respective uni admin. Okay. Okay, to share the link to the website, I pin it. Okay, so this is the Google sites. Okay, let's continue. So this is how the NotebookLM Enterprise interface look like. Okay, so there are a few things that you can set here. First, in the setting, you can set the languages by click on the setting and output language. So the default is English, and then these are the supported language. So if you want to do it in Bahasa Melayu, then you can select Melayu. Okay. Or if you are doing it at a different language like Chinese or Vietnam language or Chinese or Japanese or even Korean. So these are the list of supported languages. So for this demo, I'm using the default English version. Okay, so as you can see from my screen, I have actually created 3 notebooks earlier. So for notebook and LM Enterprise, I think you can create like up to 500 notebooks or 100 notebooks. I can't recall. So it's either 100 or 500. And then each notebook is support up to 300. Okay, let's say I go for the impact for 5G. So when I add sources, you can see that I have actually used top 3, so it support up to 300 sources. Okay. And then to manage the existing books, you can click on the 3 button for more. You can edit the title or you can delete the books. Okay. And to edit or to use the book, you just click inside the book, so then you can use already. Okay, let's say now I'm going to show you how to create a new book. So you just click on create new. So like I told you earlier, the moment you create new, it will prompt you to upload your source. So the sources that is supported, okay, the sources that is supported is the PDF file, text file, Markdown file, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, or audio example MP3, PNG, JPG. JPG, those are the picture files. Okay. And then on top of that, it also support Google Drive file like Google Docs, Google Slides. Okay. And then it also support a website link, YouTube link, or a copy text file. And then the bottom here is show you the source limit of 300. Okay. And besides uploading sources, okay, on top you will see this discover sources. So it also provide you an option where you can search from the internet, and then when you from the search result, the internet search data, after you review that it is fit to be used, then you can add it into your notebook as the sources. Okay, how is this discover sources work? So you just click on discover sources, then you just click on the topic or the subject that you want to do research on. Okay, for example, a simple message like climate change impact in Malaysia. Okay, let's say I want to do a research on climate change impact in Malaysia. After submit, then it will actually search through the internet to find it will give you return with 10 suggested sources. It can be in a website format, YouTube format, or PDF file format usually. So these are the returns data. So usually you return with the 10 sources. Let's say that I do not want data from Wikipedia. I uncheck this, so I will take the other 9. Then I click import. Then it will actually go into the sources list in the left. So wait for it to process. So the sources here, I think mostly are websites. Okay, so some of the sources may not be supported. So like this one, it gives you the rate, then you can click on the 3 dot more here to remove the source. Yeah, so now I have got 8 sources. So the moment after it finish process, then it will give you the summary in the middle. Okay. And then the bottom here is the place where you put in your chat. Okay. And then below the chat, actually, the notebook I also suggested some prompt for you. Yeah. Let's say I want to like select this prompt. What role do technology, policy, and financing play in achieve Malaysia climate change future? So then it will like start processing from the data that I add in as a source. So you see for the generated data, like each statement, it actually gives you the reference that it actually get from which file, which paragraph. Yeah, which sources, which paragraph. This is for your reference to double check the detail before you use the data. Okay, and then at the end, you will see like there is this save to notes button that you can save the data here into, yeah. The moment you click set, then it will save on the right panel here. Yeah. So, or if you want to copy this into other external application like Microsoft Word or Google Sheets, then you can do so by click on the copy function and then you paste it in the other application. Okay, so this is how you do the prompt. And then let's say I want to generate a mind mapping. So I just click on mind mapping. Then it will generate a mind map based on the data that I uploaded. Okay, while waiting for the mind map to come out. So on top here, you see there's this refresh button. So the moment you refresh, okay, then it will say that, are you sure that you want to clear your chat history? Refresh means clear chat history. If you continue, that means the chat history is gone. That's why it is important if that data that you really want, you save it to the note first. Okay. And then if you want to customize the response and so on, so you can customize using this function called configure notebook. Okay, you can configure the style and the length. So whether you want to use the default style, analyst style, guide style, or you can custom the style. And then the response you can choose to be the default or you want a longer response or a shorter response. Yeah. So this mind map has been generated. So you click on it, and it will show you the mind map like from the sources. So the key header is, or key subject is climate change in Malaysia. Then from the sources, they actually break into like 6 section, like impact, driver, environmental issue, mitigation effort, adaptation strategy, policy governance, challenges and limitation. Let's say I go for adaptation strategy, so it will give you further breakdown by subcategory. Okay, and then if let's say I want this infographic, immediately I can click on the download here. What the download here do? The download here will actually screenshots what you see on the screen into as a picture file. Okay, or let's say I want to know okay, about this water management. What is the detail of water management? Then I can click on this water resource management. Then NotebookLM will auto create it like a discussion topic on what about water resources manager in the larger context of adaptation strategies. So this one we directly click on the mind mapping to get the details. Yeah, then the result generated as usual. Each statement or paragraph, it comes with the references. Okay. And then at the end, you can either save it to notes, or you can copy and paste it into the Word or Microsoft Word or Google Docs. And let's say I save it to the notes. Then I'm saving 2 notes already. Okay, let's say I want to like generate an audio overview. Okay, but I want a customized one. So I click on the 3 dots here, customize. So I can tell like Gemini give me a shorter audio or default length audio or a longer audio. Let's say I want a shorter audio. Then down here you can actually like you want the audio to be focused on which area. Let's say on like on how as or as a citizen of Malaysia, what are the things we can do to help climate change? Thing to the country. Okay, so when I generate, then the audio will be focusing on this particular items that I typed now. Okay, similarly for the video, if you want to customize, you click on the more button customize, then you put in what is the thing that you want to customize, or you may let's say straight click on the audio overview, then it will give you an overview in video format. Okay, so that's the steps. Okay, and let's say that you want to generate documents or report. So in this NotebookLM Enterprise, it comes with 4 reports: briefing doc, study guide, FAQ, and timeline. If let's say I want the FAQ, then I just click report, generate FAQ. Usually, it takes a longer time to generate audio and video file, but usually it will take faster to generate the reports. Yeah, like yeah, this is the reports. Is it? This is the FAQ. Okay. Oh no, the FAQ still generating. Okay, this is the FAQ document. Yeah, it's generated. Like what are the primary environment challenges and climate change impact facing Malaysia? And how is Malaysia addressing biodiversity loss and integrating into its climate strategy? And what are the project impact of sea level rise on Malaysia and sea? And what adaptation measures are being considered? So all these are the topic of this FAQ. Is generated by the Gemini. Okay, let's say after you completed your audio generation, video generation, and so on. So remember just now Shira said that you require to submit into the feedback form later a screenshot of at least minimum 4 activities that you do in NotebookLM. Okay, actually for my this demo, okay, you can actually screenshot the whole screen here that to show you to show that you have actually created this notebook. Okay, you have created this notebook. Okay, and then you have like uploaded the sources, which is the second activity, and then the third activity you actually save one notes, and your second activity save the second notes. Then you also generated the mind map. So this already fulfill like 1, 2, 3, 4 activity. So on top of that, you also generated the FAQ, another activity, then you generate an audio, another activity, generate video, another activity. But if say minimum 4, you can do more. So you just one screenshot like this with all the result out, then it actually will show, oh, I have already done all this activity. Then you can later attach this screenshot in your feedback form later. Okay, then you will get your e-certificates for today attendance. Okay. Usually it will take a while to like run the video audio overview. Okay, while waiting, let's see any question in the chat. Unable to fetch the ball. Their message can be ignored. Unable to access, that means it doesn't have access at all. So this one you need to check with your respective university admin on whether your name is in the list or not to be given a LM enterprise license. Okay, doesn't have a question like can we make based on our topic? Yes, this is the purpose of using NotebookLM. If you can't access notebook, how to complete it, or if you cannot access, then you cannot complete it. I think they will be open this form until like certain time. So maybe you quickly check with your admin that why you do not have the access. Oh, okay. That means, doctor, you are given the Google AI Pro license and not the Notebook Enterprise. That's why you can access to Google, notebookm.google.com, but not notebookm.syswa.ai. Okay, that's the reason. Let's see. It is still running. FAQ. Q, yeah, it's still two running. Okay, let's say I go back to the one that I have run. Okay, I want to show you some samples lah. Let's say I show you this. This is the video overview. Played it.
All right, let's talk about a piece of tech that's kind of quietly taking over our world, the Internet of Things. You've probably heard it called IoT. It's this invisible network that connects everything, and I mean everything from your watch to giant factory sensors. And well, it's a two-sided coin. It's got some incredible upsides, but also some pretty serious dangers.
You know, it all starts with this simple question that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction. What if every single thing could talk? But look at those numbers. They're huge and they're
Ya, ini ialah video overview. If let's say kalau you select bahasa Melayu earlier to create this book, then your video overview people will speak in bahasa Melayu. Okay, let's say I go for another one. Yeah, the audio overview. So audio overview
Okay,
is
I want you to do something for me right now.
okay. Audio overview is actually a podcast format. It's two-person discussing this topic. Yeah, let's listen.
Just look around the room you're sitting in. Really look.
Take a good look around.
You probably see, I don't know, a thermostat on the wall, maybe a smart speaker on your shelf.
Or even just your Wi-Fi router blinking away in the corner.
Exactly. Now take that room and multiply it by, well, the entire planet.
Mhm.
Because as of today, Monday, February 23rd, 2026, the landscape of connected things has gotten absolutely massive.
It really has. I mean, if you look at the numbers from just last year, the world officially hit 21.1 billion connected IoT devices.
21 billion. I can't even visualize that number. It sounds like a made-up statistic.
It does, but it's very real.
And that is the mission for our deep dive today. We are looking at a world where literally everything connects, from the massive smart grid powering your home down to a tiny RFID tag on a student's ID card. It sounds futuristic, it sounds efficient, and let's be honest, it sounds pretty cool.
Oh, it's definitely cool.
Oh.
But it is also incredibly messy.
Right. And that is the central conflict we need to talk about today. Because
So
while we
this
have the
is how the audio overview looks like, and there is this additional function called interactive modes. Okay, let's say if it works.
Okay, I want you to do something for me right now. Just look around the room you're sitting in. Really look.
Yeah, take a good look around.
You probably see, I don't know, a thermostat on the wall, maybe a smart speaker on your shelf.
Or even just your Wi-Fi router blinking away in the corner.
Exactly. Now take that room and multiply it by, well, the entire planet. Because as of today, Monday, February 23rd, 2026, the landscape of connected things has gotten absolutely massive.
It really has. I mean, if you look at the numbers from just last year, the world officially hit 21.1 billion connected IoT devices.
21 billion. Hey, I think our listeners got something to say.
Yes. What is the industry or sector that use IoT the most now?
That is a fantastic question, and it's a perfect segue for us.
Yeah, that's what we need to unpack.
Historically, a lot of the early push was in smart cities and smart homes, which makes sense.
We hear about those applications all the time.
Right, but if we look at the sheer numbers now, cellular IoT connections are seeing huge growth, especially in automotive and industrial sectors.
Automotive is a massive growth engine right now for connected devices.
Absolutely. Think about
So you see that this is called the interactive mode in audio overview. So because it is a podcast format that two hosts are discussing about the topic, so I, as maybe the audience, I can actually join in via the interactive mode. That I can like post my question. Then you see that the whole podcast actually changed the topic to what I am talking. So this is but these features only support English at the moment. So if your notebook is in Bahasa Melayu, then you will not have these interactive modes features. Yeah. And then it's still generating. Let's say I show you the existing that I have generated. This is on the video overview. I do not have. Let's say I go for this video overview. Yeah, this is the another MIS project I created.
Hey everyone, and welcome.
So the
Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the secret engine that pretty much powers every modern business you interact with. We're talking about information systems, those powerful and often totally invisible networks that have just completely changed the game for how companies operate. So let's dive right in. You ever stop and wonder, how does Netflix nail that movie recommendation for your Friday night every single time? Or maybe even crazier, how does Amazon get a package to your front door in less than a day? Well, the secret behind all of that.
Yeah, so this is the audio overview. Okay. And you see the audio overview is actually is the voice over by one person. I mean the one AI voice, as compared to the audio overview is on a podcast format. Okay. If this book that you created in Bahasa Melayu, so even this video, the voice over will be in Bahasa Melayu. So you see, like this is one of the example that I actually uploaded the teaching material chapter by chapter, and then some YouTube teaching as my sources. This is about management information system that I can actually load it into my NotebookLM for my easy references. And to get the details, and to do analysis and so on. So these are some of the usage. Let's go back. It's still generating, because actually it takes a long time to generate the video and audio overview. But it doesn't need to wait until it finishes. You can actually proceed with the rest of the steps. So this is how you create that the notebook LM thingy. Okay, and then let's say for you to do the screenshots, because now you already got like more than 4 steps, you just do one screenshot of this whole thing, that you create the book, the sources, then some of the notes that you save, you have got mind mapping, then you can upload later. Okay, so while waiting for it to complete, let's see any question that I need to answer. Okay, let's go back. Can we make based on, of course you can make based on your topic. You can make based on your topic, then you can do the screenshots. So my one is just a demo. Is for you to like familiarize with the step and then where to get this function and so on. But it's highly recommended that you use based on your own topics. If you can't access the notebook how to complete it, then you I think it open until like certain time, so you see if by then you can get your access, then you can complete it. Yeah, because you are a teacher, so you only can access to the Google NotebookLM Pro via the link notebooklm.google.com. Is it fine if I use NotebookLM normal one, not the enterprise? If you use the normal one, which is like the free one, that is very limited usage, like in terms of the size of document that you upload, and then number of document that you upload, and then number of chat prompt that you use per day, all have very limits. So then if you use enterprise, then you will not face those limits. Is it have any limit? Yeah. That if you use the free one, then you will have limits. But if you use the enterprise one, then you actually have a lot higher limits that you will not be hit lah. Yeah. So the normal one means the free one that I have explained. Can we type the question for the or you cannot type the question, but you can only speak, join with the voice. Yeah, we can make based on your work page. Yeah, your video. Yeah, when you selected the language is Bahasa Melayu, and your whole book will be Bahasa Melayu. Even though the sources that you upload is in English, it will still convert translate to Bahasa Melayu for you. And then all the generated documents, your video, audio, everything is in Bahasa Melayu. Yeah, the slide will be shared together with the recording at the end of the session. From the last view, how did it's not that how NotebookLM create the chapter. Those are the sources that I upload. My source is one chapter, one Google Slides. So I actually upload chapter by chapter as the source. So I have completed. Yeah, you later Shira will share with you the feedback from that. That's where you upload it. Does the website shown in red means that, yeah. So when the website shown in red means it's invalid, correct? Okay, let me show you. Okay. I want to show you when you add source. Okay. Let's say I add a website link. So you need to like check out the notes at the bottom here. Okay. First note that it says that you can add multiple URL separate with a space or a new line. That means at one time you can add a lot of URL. Okay, but only the visible text on the website will be imported. That means if your website got a lot of things are in images, even though the text are in image, that it cannot support. Okay, and then if the page are like got some protected, or it requires to log in, or it requires to pay, then those websites are also not supported. Okay, and then some of the website might have like a lot of sub contents. So when the website is too large, so you just upload the main page of the URL. So it may not support it because it may exceed the amount of data, it may exceed the capacity of the NotebookLM, because NotebookLM cannot support per document up to 500,000 words or maximum size of 200 meg. So that's the limitation. So when you face those problems, what you need to do is that you have to like go into the web page, then you have to go into the subsection on which are the particular subsection that you want. So you have to give that subsection URL instead of the main one. Yeah, so you can try out that. Okay, so this is the website link. Okay, when come to the YouTube link, okay, you also have to look at the notes at the bottom. Okay, the first is only the text transcript will be imported at the moment. That means when you see it, when you watch YouTube, so you see that at the bottom there's this caption text. So only those with caption text YouTube that it supports. So if those without caption text that it doesn't support. And then only public YouTube video are supported. That means those like the paid one is not supported on those, only those public, those private or the paid one not supported, only those that to public and free are supported. Okay. And then if the video are only recently uploaded, so it may not be available or not supported. Okay, and then if it keep on filling, even though you fulfill all these conditions, then you can click on this learn more to check out, what else can you do. So this is the YouTube URL link. I mean the so-called the condition that it supports lah. So the rest basically nothing much, but just that again, if you, let's say you are uploading a PDF file, okay, so the limit per file is 500 up to 500,000 words, or size not exceeding 200 meg. If let's say you, example, your file size exceeded 200 meg, so what you do, you just need to break that PDF into 2 files, so that each file only 100 meg, then you have to upload twice. No, it's actually per source. The limit is per source. Yeah. So if let's say one day the condition, terms and condition lessons, and that's why you always have to refer to the notes for the latest updates. Okay, let's go back to, oh, still generating, or it really take a long time. Let's refresh and see. Oh, actually the video is already completed. Okay, let's watch. Yeah.
All right, let's get right into it.
Yeah, so this
In the
is
heart of Southeast Asia, there's a
it's actually a 6 minutes video overview. It will run through like
sea levels.
by section of,
And to really understand,
it explain the whole thing. Okay, and then audio still generating. Okay, so let's go back to the okay, before I answer the question, I need to quickly finish up the slides first because it's already 4 o'clock. Okay, so the next thing that I want to let you all know is this some student use cases in the NotebookLM Enterprise. Is actually you can refer back to the sites just now that I shared. So the first page is the demo prompt. So besides the demo prompt, you will see this NotebookLM Enterprise use cases. So this actually gives you an idea. So here there are 3 use cases that give you an idea like how you can make use of NotebookLM Enterprise as a student. So the first use cases that as a research student for master in philosophy or PhD, so you can like find the get finder, uploading the paper, and then you can ask NotebookLM, so you can do the reading as a systematic review assistant. Then you can automate extraction, create table summarizing, and then or you can prepare for your Viva preparation coach. So these are the question that you can ask. So this is actually give you an idea lah. So then the second use cases is as a postgrad masters by coursework student. So you do a read this up. So this will give you an idea like how you can make use of this NotebookLM Enterprise. And then the last one is like as a final year students. Yeah. So this is actually some use cases. Yeah. That's actually covers for today. Let me review all the question. Where do I stop just now? Yeah, a lot of these unable to access that one, you have to check back with your respective admins. Can we? Okay. How do you create chapter? Yeah, like I said that this chapter I didn't create. It's actually it's the lecture notes like basically each chapter is in Google Slides, so I just upload the lecture notes as my source. How to edit the generated file or slides? Okay, if you want to edit the generated file or slide, then you have to like copy and then paste it into Google Docs or Google Slide to do the editing. You can't edit in the NotebookLM. In my studio, okay, there's this option for data table. Okay, this is actually not applicable in NotebookLM Enterprise. This is actually I guess either your free account, then you will have this. Yeah, but this feature is coming soon in NotebookLM Enterprise. So data table is like, yeah, telling Gemini that with your uploaded sources, it actually like compile and present it in a data table in a table format, that it will create the columns and rows. Then the table will actually like tell you the whole details of what you have uploaded in table forms lah. If we add a new source, do we need to reset or redo the notebook? You doesn't need to reset, or maybe you just do a refresh lah. Yeah. If we can't access, do we have to refer problem? Yeah, you have to refer to your uni, admin or whoever, PIC. Yeah, the use cases you can actually access to the sites.google.com, the sites that I shared. So it's all inside. Can you demo one of the prompt from the QR? What is QR? QR means do you mean the chat? Yeah. So now, like in the chat, I mean, besides the standard, you can actually use the chat. Like as a citizen. Yeah, things like that lah. Because these are based on the related topics that you upload. If you ask something else that is not in the topic, then it will not be able to give you the answer. Yeah. So these are the answers to this prompt. National support strategy, engage local planning, stronger regulation, promote renewable energy, support local communities, conserve water, conserve energy, you know. Yeah. So if this is something that you want, then you just save it to the notes. No? Or if you want to edit this, then you can always like use this copy function and then you paste it into Google Docs or Word, then you can do the editing. Okay. Yeah. So if there is no, you can continue to ask question. I will hand over back to Shira to do the closing briefing.
Okay. Let me share my screen first.
Yeah. And I will continue to answer the question in the chat if there is any.
Alright. Okay, so thank you Mr. Avril for the sharing session just now. So minta jasa baik tuan-puan untuk scan this QR code untuk feedback form ataupun boleh klik link dekat live chat. Saya ada letakkan link. So tadi saya tengok beberapa soalan berkaitan dengan upload attachment kan. So masa tuan-puan isi feedback form ni, ada satu soalan untuk upload the file. So file tu tuan-puan satukan dalam satu file sama ada PDF ataupun dokumen, and then upload masa isi feedback form tu. So kita akan verify kalau valid attachment, kita akan hantarkan slide presentation beserta dengan insert. Okay, so untuk recording kita akan upload dekat YouTube channel Awantag. So boleh follow YouTube channel untuk dapatkan sesi recording. Okay. Alright, so saya akan buka skrin saya untuk beberapa minit, atau yang mana tak boleh scan this QR code boleh klik link dekat live chat. Okay, so jika tak ada soalan, so saya akhiri. Sorry, Google form not longer accept respond. Sekejap saya cek balik. Okay, untuk due date feedback form kita akan buka sampai 12 malam hari ini. Kalau tak boleh access NotebookLM, tak boleh submit. Yang mana tak boleh access NotebookLM ni, saya rasa mungkin boleh tanya pihak universiti balik. Alright. Sekejap saya tengok balik feedback form. Alright, so setakat ni saya dah buka NotebookLM punya feedback form. So mungkin boleh try sekali lagi ya, mana tak boleh. Alright, so dengan ini saya Syahira, wakil dari Awantag. Ini memohon maaf jika terdapat sebarang kekurangan daripada pihak Awantag. And ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada tuan-puan kerana sudi meluangkan masa pada sesi hari ini. So hopefully untuk masa akan datang kita akan ada lagi banyak lagi webinar, kita akan ada roadshow. So hopefully see you in the next webinar. Alright, thank you semua. Kalau pakai yang basic dalam screenshot tu tak apa kan. In case yang mana pakai basic punya license, kalau cukup 4 activity, 4 screenshot activity tu, dan boleh isi feedback form.